Hi guys, Tom here. I'm back. This is video number 2 of my series, my weight loss and getting back in shape journey. Um, I'm shooting this on my other computer, my desktop, Old Faithful here, um, with my Logitech 920C camera, webcam that I didn't think was working anymore as of a few months ago, and almost threw it out. So I'm glad I didn't. One way or another, I figured out that it was working. Um, so my laptop is still uploading my first video, and I stated that I should keep my videos at from 12 to 20 minutes long. And the silly thing is 37 minutes long. There goes the timer there. And it's only uploaded 30%. So I decided I want to do another quick video because it's still fairly, well, it's not that late. And, I'm still kind of stoked, from good men's meeting at church. And any case, I realized I've never done this before, but I realized that I could, instead of just waiting for this laptop to upload, which is going to take forever, I can shoot my next video right on my older desktop PC. And on this one, I've got two 32-inch screens. That doesn't mean I'm rich. It just means that these used to be TVs, and they ended up being monitors, computer monitors. I love dual monitors. Oh boy, I love dual monitors. You can even see behind me the other computer. There's two. There's two small, normal computer monitors, smaller, 17-inch, 19-inch. I think they're 17s. These two 32-inch screens have really spoiled me. But I figured you can shoot those. Just shoot the other video. Keep it under 20 minutes. And just shoot it, and then you're done for the night. I guess because I've been wanting to do this for a while. I don't know why it looks so grainy. See all the, you always got to orient yourself with these things. Man, I'm telling you. I can't even seem to point to it. Up here. Oh my gosh. This is so... There. See that? It's so grainy. Why? I don't know. It's just about the same quality. 920 and the 922C. There's really not much difference between them, but maybe because it's covering such a huge surface area, 32-inch screen. I don't know. No idea, really. Not the greatest when it comes to technical stuff. Here's what I first got. Doesn't that look awful? So I lit up the second 32-inch screen for some extra lighting. Nuts. And it looked a lot better. Okay, so speaking of what I stated earlier, If you get hungry, you will fail. So, this is something I did not learn through Weight Watchers. I learned this through Optavia. And by the way, if you become interested in Optavia, as I said before, I will earn no money. I will not even take any money from my coach, Lori, even though she's offered me a little bit, percent for, I'll give you a 10% discount for this or that. I won't take any money, okay? I only recommend it because of her. She's an amazing coach. I do remember, I just Googled it once, and some members were complaining about their coaches. Well, if I was paying that much money for a weight loss program and I didn't have a good coach, I would not be in it for long. But she was and is incredible as a coach. And even though she and Bob are associate pastors at my church, they still text me outside of church, having nothing to do with church, as a person, as an individual, on their own time. They text me, ask me how things are going. Strictly about weight loss, maintaining my 40-pound weight loss. Okay, so, can't get hungry? What does that mean? That means you got to eat something or drink a shake every 2 hours. Whoop. Here we go again with orient. It's really hard to, if you ever use a webcam, it's really hard to orient yourself. Every 2 hours, you got to take something in. Okay? That's why I'm still using some Optavia products. Supposedly you don't have to. Okay? I just do this for my convenience. So, I had a whole box when I did that big 90-minute orientation video a while ago that I realized did not record because I wasn't using my recording software. Dummy. Boom. It doesn't matter. I'm glad it didn't record because 90 minutes, really? Who's even going to bother watching something for 90 minutes? But anyway, I literally took the webcam and showed all the boxes I had of stuff I never ended up using. There was nothing wrong with it. They've got a lot of different type of fuelings. Fuelings are the things you take every 2 hours to keep yourself from getting hungry, plus the massive amounts of water. Now, I explained the water thoroughly in the intro, okay? So I'm not going to do it again. I know you don't want me to do it again. You want me to get moving into this stuff and explain what's going on here, how to do this. I like the shakes. So a lot of it was bars, different types of granola bars. But as you can guess, these bars did not have a whole lot of grains in them because they're too high in carbohydrates. All right, so a lot of them were chewy bars, but some of them did, were grainy, tasted grainy. So they were all tasty. They were all good. I just didn't get enough out of the bars. The shakes had volume. They satisfied me more. So it was only like a couple weeks ago. No, just last weekend at a wedding. My daughter was there, and I gave her all of my Fuelings because I found out she was trying to lose weight. I said, honey, these have just been sitting at the house. I mean, they're worth a lot of money. They're yours. Take them. Okay. And I said, you eat one every 2 hours. And then if you follow Optavia, you just keep taking Fuelings all day. And for dinner, you have what's called a lean and green. 5 ounces of, boneless chicken or lean red meat or fish with a vegetable like broccoli or something. Okay. So right now I'm thirsty, but I'm also getting a little hungry. So this is what I like. And I'm a pretty boring eater. Unlike women who are very interesting and make all kinds of cool, have all kinds of cool ideas about stuff. Food. Women are extremely creative with food. Extremely creative with food. I'm not. I'm boring. I'm a boring man, and I'll eat and drink the same stuff over and over and over. Creamy vanilla shake, 100 calories with water. I used to really be hooked on it with almond milk, which isn't bad because the almond milk I was using only had 30 calories. But truth got me constipated. So then someone told me to switch to coconut milk. That gave me dysentery. That's the less offensive word or awkward word for diarrhea. So I just had to say, screw it, I'm just going to drink it with water. They give you this shaker. When you use a webcam, everything is opposite. This is actually my right hand. That looks like my left hand. Just throws you off. So, like I said, once you reach your weight goal, you don't have to use Optavia products anymore. But like SlimFast, you can get the Equal, the Equal brand, compare this to the same ingredients as, like Equal Splenda. Well, Equal has, their own version of SlimFast, which is cheaper. But Equal shakes have almost twice as many calories as this. This is 100 calories every 2 hours. And then there's your lean and green once a day. And that's it. And if you're faithful with that, I did it even with a lot of cheating. Well, not a lot, but I cheated, from time to time. When you cheat, it takes 3 days to get back into what's called fat burn. Okay? 3 days. That's when I started cheating a lot less. Okay? And boy, did my weight start dropping. And when your weight starts dropping, you get pretty excited. And then you cheat less and less because it's exciting, you know. Before I run out of time, now remember, they've got a gazillion different types of fuelings. Mostly bars, cookies, oatmeal. It goes on and on. And the choices are infinite. But 90% of Optavia, for most people, 100% of Optavia is nothing but fuelings, fuelings, fuelings. And then they do their lean and green. When you're lazy like me, and you have never enjoyed, I have never enjoyed cooking. I will never enjoy cooking. I am a microwave guy. So I told my coach, Lori, and of course, Lori always came up with answers. So I told her, I do not like to, with a lean and green, you feel like you have to go to the supermarket every 2 or 3 days because it's always got to be fresh meat or fish or chicken. So she says, see, it used to be called Metafast up here. It's Optavia now. This is a lean and green. For lazy people like me who just want to put it in the microwave. That's the one real meal. When you're buying lean and greens, that's when your Optavia bill gets up to like $300 a month. Okay. If you're getting a good variety of fuelings, it's somewhere around, you know, let's say about $180 maybe. And now, me, like I just ordered a fueling, excuse me, for a month of shakes. So they end up being $3 a piece. I hope I said that, the shakes. There's 7 in a box, so they're like close to $3 a piece. 7 in a box for $20 or $20 and change. I think 6 boxes will get me through the month. If it doesn't, I just order them sooner. Because I'm still settling on how many I actually go through a month. Because I don't think it out. I just, when I need it, I get it. I went back on auto ship because you save money with shipping. I actually never did get off auto ship. I was going to, and then I didn't. So you save money in shipping. Okay, 18 minutes. Oh God. So yes, I'm still spending about 120 bucks a month on Optavia. I could ask Lori what she thinks about the equal variety of Slim Fast, because it's cheaper, but I don't see how. I mean, Slim Fast, Slim Fast. I mean, it's good stuff, but to me, I can't last 4 hours on that stuff. So that's where I stand right now with the diet stuff. Um, oh, the big thing was this. Since I also hired a personal trainer, um, since I decided to go to this reunion that I only found out about like 19 days ago. Um, and thank God I've already lost the 10 pounds that I gained back from the 40 pounds that I lost previously. Um, and I talked about how Lori told me that if you get into intensive working out, you will no longer be in fat burn. And I'm like, I already did that during those 5 months. And I need my endorphins. I mean, yes, the time I spend with a personal trainer is all resistance training, those machines, and the free weights, It's all about building up my upper body and my legs. And then I do the cardio on my own on the elliptical. I've got a good Nordic track at the house, and of course at the gym there's tons of Nordic tracks or ellipticals. Um, my gosh, we're getting at 21 minutes. Now, the reason I mention this is it's the second good reason I went to the men's group tonight. Is I had to tell Pastor Bob uh, that I almost call Lori. I can get coaching from either one of them. That I wanted to call Lori many times these first 3 weeks because she told me that if you get into intense exercise, which is what I've been doing, that you will not be in fat burn anymore. And that bothered me a lot, but I really wanted to work out, 'cause during those 5 months, I told you I went downhill physically. I went downhill in every aspect of my life, being so obsessed with internet marketing. And it took a toll on me. As I said, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. Oh, jeez. I wanted to retire my wife. And it was an obsession. Would have been nice if I made some money for all that, but I didn't. And so yeah, I said, well, whether I lose the weight or not, I'm going to work out. So, you know, it was like, why didn't I call it? Well, the reason I didn't call her, even I kept telling my personal trainer I had to call my weight coach, was because I thought Lori would say, well, you're gonna have to take your training down to just some very light exercise, short, light exercise on the elliptical. Forget the intensive resistance training and, you know, weight training. And I couldn't accept that. And I was out to prove that I could do both. And my personal trainer said, you will lose weight. You're just going to lose it slower because your body will fight to retain some of those calories because of what you're doing, because of the load that you're putting on your body. But you will, I said, will I lose 10 pounds by the time my reunion comes up? Because that was my goal. Will I get back down to 200 pounds? And she said, yes, you will, you know. So, you know, I'm a little high strung. I get wound up pretty easily. I hate to admit it, you know, but that's the truth. Um, and okay, we're at 25 minutes. Um, I was a medical sergeant in the Army. First started as a medic and then became a medical non-commissioned officer, a sergeant. I was 14 years active. I was in Desert Storm. I was in Somalia. And I was 19 years reserve. And the years I was reserve, I never got deployed. Our unit never deployed. It deployed, but I was in wasn't in a medical unit at the time. I had changed to human resources. I was in a dental unit, and all they did, I was human resources in the dental unit. I was in a medical brigade, and that was dental unit was part of the brigade. And the 2 times they were deployed, but they only took dentists. They didn't want anybody else. They didn't want the dental techs. They didn't want a human resources NCO. They didn't. All they wanted was dentists. That was it. And some of these kids really wanted to go. You know, they even put in to go. They couldn't go. So at the age of 60, I had to retire. Reservists can stay until they're 60. You'll never see that with active duty. They're the kind that, you know, the typical scenario where they raise their right hand, you know, shortly after high school, you know, and by the time they're 40 or a little before or a little after, you know, they retire. And they're only 40 years old or so. In reserves, you can stay in until you're 60 years old. Okay, so, and I was an Army civilian then. As a civilian, I was, because reserves is part-time. I don't want to get you too confused here. In any case, it wasn't my primary job, but my additional duty, kind of my side job in the Army, and every NCO or any sergeant, staff sergeant, sergeant first class, okay, had what's called additional duty. I was a master fitness trainer. I went to a school that lasted for a whole month where we studied all kinds of stuff, right down to the cellular level about what happens with exercise. And we were all a bunch of fitness freaks. And there was a lot of wellness in there. And I was doing triathlons on my own time, you know. I took up martial arts, you know, all kinds of stuff. But I had developed some injuries. I had some bursitis in my shoulder from swimming laps at the pool, getting ready for triathlons. So this thing about 29 minutes. Sorry, folks. This thing about you can never injure yourself swimming. Baloney. Repetitive motion. Repetitive motion. Right shoulder. And my right knee was not the greatest from running so much. So I was rusty. I couldn't remember a good, well-rounded program for building up your upper body, your abs, your legs, with weights and resistance machines. And I also couldn't remember how to work around injuries. So I just said, forget it, forget it. Forget to do a personal trainer. Worth every penny. She's awesome. So, here's what I found out. I told Bob, I wanted to call Lori. I wanted to call her time and time again. She told me you could not do strenuous workouts on a regular basis and be in fat burn. And it was causing me a lot of anxiety because I had two goals. I wanted to work. I wanted to start getting in shape. And I also wanted the cardio for the endorphins. I loved endorphins. You don't really get those through resistance training. You get those through cardio. You know, elliptical, treadmill, bicycle. You know, when you get the old heart rate up there, you work those lungs, you work that heart. You know, remember runner's high? That old saying, that old term. Everybody know, you guys know about endorphins. I'm sure you do. And he said, well, you won't be in fat burn, but you'll still lose weight. And I'm like, why did I not call Lori? And then at the end of the night, I realized why I didn't call her. I said, Bob, the reason I didn't call Lori, I'm now realizing, is that I thought it would just get me more confused. Because I thought she would just say, you're going to have to slow down on the working out. Now, my personal trainer said, you're going to lose the 10 pounds by November 4th. Well, it's only the 19th of October, and I've already lost it. 10 pounds in 19 days. And I have not starved myself. You can't do that. You will not succeed if you're hungry. So 33 minutes. I said, man, what is wrong with me? I said, because I was afraid Lori would tell me, you're not going to go on a fat burn. To me, fat burn was the same thing as losing weight. And he said, no. I said, well, then my personal trainer was right. She said, you will lose the weight, just not as fast, because your body is under demand and it's conserving more of those calories because it feels that it needs them. Which is very reasonable. Your body believes that it needs those calories because it's under load. It's under a big load. Sometimes it's simple things. So that's what Lori would have told me. You're not. That's what Bob said. And I just, common sense. Somewhere up here. You gotta laugh at yourself sometimes, man. I'm telling you. He said, no, you won't be in fat burn, but you'll still lose weight. Well, I thought to the Optavia people, fat burn was fat burn. And that was it. You didn't lose weight unless you were in fat burn. But no, there is fat burn and losing weight in Optavia. So, I believe in both, okay? At 36 minutes, oh man, and I was just getting on my own case for taking 37 minutes in the introductory video. I really hope you'll stick with me. I mean, this is my journey. But I do like people. I got a lot of compassion for people. I know what struggle is all about, and a whole lot more than just losing weight and getting in shape. Yes, I'm into wellness and wholeness, as well as fitness. Health is more important than fitness. Wellness is more important than fitness. But fitness is important, no doubt. So folks, here I go again at 37 minutes. Sorry. I will try to keep it to 20 minutes or less. I really will. And don't give up. Don't give up. Myself, I just can't do things by myself. I didn't just get a personal trainer because I was rusty. And the whole 19 years I was in Army Reserves, I didn't work as a personal trainer. I was just another reservist trying to pass his PT test every 6 months. There was no time to be a master fitness trainer in the reserves. The only people, oh boy, I screwed that up. The only people in the reserves who were in shape were the kind of people that just worked out normally in their civilian lives. It was part of their lifestyle. It was part of my lifestyle when I was active Army. but it wasn't while I was in the reserves. So the main reason I got a personal trainer is because I realized 3 years had gone by. I had not made it back to the gym, except for an occasional tanning session. I was wasting that $25 a month. I think even for maybe as much as a year, I had just let the membership go. And most of the other 2 years it was wasted. Because I wanted the option to get into the tanning booth every once in a blue moon, get a little color on my face. The main reason I took on a personal trainer, besides the fact that I was just too rusty to remember all the different stuff, was I needed a drill sergeant. Now, believe me, once you're out of basic training, you don't have a drill sergeant in the Army. But I needed someone to put that healthy pressure on me and to push me. I just didn't have it within me to get going. And that's the kind of person I am. You may not be that kind of person. You may be entirely self-motivated. You can just make up your mind you're going to do something and do it. That's the way my wife is. That's how we lost money. That's how we lost weight through, oh God, 40 minutes. Sorry, guys. Weight Watchers. I mentioned that in the last thing. So it was basically my wife did all the work, all the research, and she said, eat this, eat this, eat this, and eat this. And I just nodded my head, said, yes, dear, yes, dear, yes, dear. And I lost 25 pounds, and she lost like 43 pounds. She is self-motivated. She doesn't need a coach for this and a coach for that. Well, I'm sorry, but I do. It took a really good coach to get me to lose 40 pounds, which was the first time, by the way, in my entire life that I ever had a problem with weight. And that was after retiring. I just ballooned out 40 pounds. And I was not working out. And I was not eating right. And I needed a good coach to get back in the gym, seriously working out. So that's me. I need a coach. Fortunately, I mean, for some people, $300 a month for a personal trainer is way too much money. For other people, it's no big deal. Same with Optavia. I'm still paying to stay on the fuelings. I'm still paying like about 120 bucks, I think, a month is what it's going to come out to. If you go full-time Optavia, full blast Optavia, it might be like 200 bucks a month, 180 bucks a month. If that's something you can swing, fine. But the real reason I would recommend Optavia is because of my coach, Lori. She is phenomenal. We've had it. I know we've had. almost positive it's been like 80 pounds. I think by now this one lady must have lost 100 pounds in our church. 100. I'm quite sure. But we've had some dramatic weight loss. You think 40 pounds is a lot? We've had some really, I know one for certain. She lost 59.2 pounds when they stopped and somebody wrote something up on her about it. 59.2 pounds. I think she should have waited till she got to 60. I think she went even 60 and beyond. But Lori, the coach, amazing. 44 minutes, 45 minutes almost. Sorry. But at least I've explained to you, I think that Optavia is mostly a 2-hour fueling thing and a lean and green meal a day to get you through the day and get you on what's called a fat burn, where you lose weight rather dramatically. And the benefits of a personal trainer, especially if you're like me, I have 2 old sports injuries, and that she has managed to have me work out very strenuously without the old sports injuries flaring up. And also, if you've been in like a car accident or something, personal trainers are very good. They're almost like physical therapists in helping you to work out without aggravating your injuries. So thanks, God bless you, and be talking with you soon. And it has been a good October. The reunion coming up, a 45th year reunion, is unusual, but me wanting to take advantage of that because I've only been to the 10-year reunion and that was it. Was good, healthy, put some good healthy pressure on me. The fact that I'll fit into my uniform, dress uniform, it's good healthy pressure. My feelings about having a coach for weight loss and a coach for working out, very helpful. But if you can't afford a personal trainer and you can't afford a personal weight loss coach, there's a lot of other things you can do. There's the buddy system, there's groups, there's small group things at gyms now that have instructors that can work with you, you know, buddy systems. We'll get into that the next, okay? We'll get into that the next. Because with me doing the lean and greens with Optavia, I was getting up to like $300 a month. And with me doing the personal trainer, I'm at $300 a month. Now we're just doing the fueling with Optavia. I'm like at about $120 a month, and add the $300 a month for the personal trainer. That's $420 a month. $25 a month for general gym membership, which I just changed because my regular gym stopped the tanning, which of course everybody's doing nowadays. Switched to another gym that still has 5 tanning booths. three of them lie down, two are stand up. I only joined it for the tanning, I told them that, but they also got good massage beds, which is good for getting rid of that lactic acid after working out. And besides, I love massages, but they're too damn expensive. Massage beds are great. So, what am I saying? I'm saying that we're talking $450 a month here. Could probably get my wife a new RAV4 for $450 a month with a trade-in and a deposit of $1 or $2 grand. But you know what? I can do that anyway. You know, could get myself a new car. I'm happy with mine. I mean, we got two-wheel drive cars, but they're front-wheel drive, and we got studded winter tires for the winter. We're in New England. This is Massachusetts. But screw it. Okay, it's $450 a month. But I'm the kind of guy that needs the coaching. And I happen to be able to afford it at this point. Okay? So that's what I'm doing. So maybe we'll talk about some alternatives. You know, if you're a single mom, you know, stuff like that. You may not have that kind of money available to you. But there's a lot of other things. Like there's things at my gym that have these like small groups, and they're much cheaper, but the ratio of instructor to student is only 1 to 5, or at the worst 1 to 10, and they're much cheaper. So keep your chin up. You know, if you're a person like me who needs support. And there's also a lot of buddy system stuff that takes place at gyms. Okay? So I'm really sorry we're at 50 minutes. But I appreciate you hanging with me. And I will get one of my emails up there. I got some emails from GoDaddy that I can't get out of with the business stuff. So might as well put them to some good use. And we get a couple emails going back and forth if you have questions and stuff, and I'll just go ahead and give you my number. Once I get to know you, you can text me and shit. Okay, God bless you. As the old saying goes, have a great day unless you have other plans. Heard an old guy say that once, and it just made me laugh. Well, that's pretty astute. Okay, take care. Love you now. Bye-bye.